All right, Heat Nation. So, unless you've been under a rock, maybe you checked out because of the 10-game losing streak, you should know that Jimmy Butler came back into town last night and he went back. Well, first of all, they're still on the road trip. So, he's going to his next road game with an L from the Miami Heat. I kind of feel like Jimmy Butler tried to downplay the whole situation. The only thing he really said, which I wouldn't say is out of pocket because, us Heat fans, we have a love-hate relationship with Pat Riley. He basically said he doesn't want Pat Riley talking to him because he ain't going to talk to Pat Riley. He got nothing to say to Pat Riley, so he hopes Pat Riley has nothing to say to him. He really kind of downplayed the return. I guess the fans booed him during the game, but prior to the game, they cheered for him, which kind of makes sense because you think about it, Jimmy Butler took you to two NBA finals, right? He was one of the main reasons, playoff Jimmy Butler. I mean, if we were gonna break it down to percentage, you'd probably say 75% of the reason why you got to the finals twice is Jimmy Butler turning up for the playoffs. But he's no longer with us. And I think a part of the fan base still supports Jimmy Butler. I've been speaking with people that I've known for years in the different Heat groups on Facebook, and some of them are defending Jimmy Butler. He can do no wrong. One thing I'll say about Jimmy Butler is when he was on this team, I definitely did defend Jimmy Butler from all kinds of different criticisms I would get from people who weren't even Heat fans. I had a friend who was a casual basketball fan, and he would always tell me Jimmy Butler's trash. He's like, I don't get the hype with Jimmy Butler. He is not a superstar. It's not like he be dropping numbers like that. And I mean, last night's game is a classic example. I spoke to him after the game and he was laughing and he was like, yeah, see, y'all got the better end of that trade. You got Andrew Wiggins, who just dropped 42, and Jimmy Butler doesn't really do that, especially in the regular season. He just kind of just does what he feels like doing. I mean, 11 points, 2 assists, 6 rebounds. That's really shitty. That's really shitty. I'm not going to lie. So I don't know how Golden State fans feel today. They might just feel like, it's just one game. I mean, their record was the complete opposite of our record. So, they were 41 and 31. We were 31 and 41. So at the end of the day, they know that overall they're a better team. They're just missing Stephen Curry. But if they're going to play like what they did last night, it wouldn't have mattered if they had Steph Curry because they were missing a ton of open threes. I understand when Steph Curry's out there, he generates a lot of open shots for some of these bum-ass players like Moody. These players like Buddy Hield is supposed to be a pretty good player, and he's supposed to be able to knock down threes. But I can't wait to get to the advanced box score to see what his shooting percentages were. But yeah, these players just aren't really good players. I mean, this is a young, promising player. I've never been a fan of Kevin Looney. This guy knocked down 1 3 and that was it. And supposedly he's the best rookie 3-point shooter in the class. But low key, the Warriors are kind of ass. I don't know how they were saying that these guys are supposed to be top contenders. Yes, they had a little streak with Jimmy Butler. They were like 16 and 3 or something like that with Jimmy Butler and Stephen Curry healthy, or just with Jimmy Butler alone. But now that Stephen Curry's hurt, he's going to have to give you more than 11 for you to win games like this, Golden State Warrior fans. And also, I don't see y'all getting to the finals. But hey, you got a slight chance. But you guys play in the West. This ain't the East. If it was the East and you guys were in the East, I would like your chances. But yeah, y'all ain't going to no damn finals. But Miami Heat. So Bam Adebayo, to me, just kind of turned into prime Chris Bosh. Like, he just started hitting all these mid-range shots. One point, he was 2 for 2 from 3. They had Bam at 18.5 under and over for scoring, and he drops 27. Andrew Wiggins gives you 10, but he also gave like 3 blocks too. So he definitely had the better game out of the 222s. He was definitely better than Jimmy Butler last night. Ware had this crazy English layup, which that was, I didn't think that was going to go in, but yeah, Ware is very promising. We got a double last night. Tyler Hero had 20, still below his scoring average, but we won the game, so no one really cares. 20 points, 7 assists, 3 rebounds. Alec Burke is like a machine gun, man. This guy has never met a shot that he does not love. He's the top player that goes 0 for 7 or goes 6 for 8. And I wouldn't be surprised if he went 6 for 8 last night because he was just on fire at a certain point in the game. Davion had a pretty good night. 12 points, 7 assists. That's what you like to see from Davion. And the 5 rebounds, too. So he might get a triple-double one day if he continues to, just do his job. He gets out there and he creates for others. I saw he made a pass to Bam and Bam missed the easy bunny. So he definitely could have had more assists. Highsmith, 0 points, 3 assists, 6 rebounds. We know Highsmith does other things. So you see him play 30 minutes and you see these disgusting numbers because you see 0 for scoring. But Highsmith is a pesky defender, solid defender, and you know that he's trying his hardest, but scoring ain't really his thing. I mean, if he hits the open threes, great. If not, we know that we're getting something else from Highsmith, usually rebounding, and hey, apparently assists now. Duncan Robinson didn't play last night. I think he's injured. Kyle Anderson, I don't know, man. I don't like Kyle Anderson's game. I've never been a fan of Kyle Anderson. Like, I saw when he was with the Grizzlies, people were hyped for him, and they call him Slow-Mo. I remember when he was with the Spurs, he got the nickname Slow-Mo. I don't like his game. But he can pass. So he got 3 assists, 3 rebounds, but the slow-mo to me is just not appealing. I've never really been a fan of slow motion players. But let's get to these team stats. So 56% from the field versus 40%. That is definitely not a recipe for the Warriors to win. And it's definitely a recipe for us to win. We damn near 70% from 3 versus their 24%. And they were missing some open threes. Free throw line, they shot more free throws, but they shot 69% versus our 70%. We out-rebounded them one of the few times you say to yourself, like, damn, I can't believe this Miami team is finally not a small team anymore. You have Weir playing center and you have Bam playing power forward. I thought Eric Spoelstra was going to be forever stubborn. I thought maybe he would have Weir coming off the bench forever and then just have Bam playing center. Bam obviously is starting to adjust to being a power forward. He needs to continue to improve his threes because he needs to be able to space the floor. I mean, Weir can kind of space the floor too, so that does help. Let's see. Yeah, the rebound is we won that battle. The assists, we won that battle. I mean, they were shooting bricks last night, so I'm not surprised at that. We got 5 blocks, like 4 of them were from Wiggins. The steals were tied. The turnovers, we lost that battle, man. I really wish this team would turn the ball over less. We probably wouldn't have went on a 10-game losing streak if we would turn the ball over less, man. This has always been a thing with Miami teams, turnovers. Points in paint, we barely won that battle, but at the end of the day, when you're shooting damn near 70% from 3, the points in the paint don't really matter. But, it's good to be right there on par with the other team or, at least slightly beating them. But time to go into the recap. I'm sure Jimmy Butler's still pretty cool with the people in the building. Seems like his only beef is with Pat Riley. See, it makes sense to cheer for Jimmy Butler, man. I mean, you got to the finals mostly because of him. I'm not going to disrespect Eric Spoelstra's coaching, but you need a star, which we don't currently have right now, unless Wiggins just magically decides to step it up like Dion did. Which, Dion stepping up wasn't like enough to take us anywhere, but it was like, you notice the difference between the Cleveland Dion versus the Miami Dion. It's a nice tap out by Bam, but yeah, man, Alec he's never seen a shot that he does not love, man. That boy will shoot any shot. Yeah, Bam was on one, man. Bam turned into like goddamn mini Chris Bosh. This is crazy right here. The big pass. Hey, if it seemed like it's moving kind of fast, I definitely set the playback to 1.15. Shouldn't be too fast. Now this was a crazy foul right here. Wiggins was just out of position. Yeah, these players on the Warriors, they not all that. And I think they don't look all that because Steph Curry's not there. You watch a video with Steph Curry and how much attention teams place Steph Curry, it makes the team look different. Like, this team does not look that great. That boy Wiggins. So damn. Another 3 from Wiggins. I'm telling you, man, Jimmy can't space the floor like that. Jimmy just be looking awkward when he take threes. This Santos guy, man, I thought he was going to have a crazy game, maybe like 20 points or something like that. Sometimes these randoms be coming to Miami, and I just feel like they got girls in Miami because it don't make no sense for them to be playing this well. You check the scoring log, they be scoring 2 points the game before that. And these are the type of rebounds that be pissing you off. Let's look at Bam. And one. Telling you, man, turned into baby Chris Bosh. This is crazy. Man, Rooks is so damn fine. People was acting like Rooks ain't fine. That's crazy. One of the best looking sideline reporters. I don't know if people who don't like Rooks probably like Doris Burke or something like that. Obviously, she's old. I'm not saying she don't look good. She old. I don't know. How could you not like Rooks? How could you not start line in front of her? So Jaylen Brown still got a lot of championships to win. Nice block by Weir. Got that block on Jimmy. Jimmy Butler just looks like the guy my boy always tell me he was. He's like, man, Jimmy Butler's really not that nice, man. This the type of game that really proved his point, though. Wide open. Them boys was getting cooked. I think we went up 17 in the first half. Yeah, we're making it look too easy. Yeah, Draymond Green could not guard Weir. And then he got kicked in the leg. I don't know if he was expecting the offensive foul, but come on. See, Bam just turned into Chris Bosh, man. Chris Bosh used to hit those type of shots. I hope he works out with Bosh every summer. It's a nasty move by Wiggins. I ain't never seen Wiggins do that with the Warriors, but I gotta remember, man, Wiggins was supposed to be like the next LeBron, man. Just like Ben Simmons, but actually successful. He was supposed to be like the face of the league at one point. They're like, yeah, this is the Canadian Jordan, the Maple Jordan. Good pass by Maple Jordan. Good shot by Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero be receiving so much slander for some Heat fans. Solid play, but that's a good move by Bam. See, Alec Burke has never saw a shot he didn't love, man. I love that about him. Oh, that should have been an and one right there. See, Wiggins was getting crazy amounts of blocks. Bam was everywhere. Tiny Gary Payton. I don't know what Gary thought he was going to do on that. Hey. Yeah, nice shot from Wiggins. You know, Wiggins and Jimmy had the same amount of points. If I'm not mistaken, I think they both scored 10, but Wiggins clearly had the better game. See, Burks is just always ready to shoot, boy. Burks is like a sniper. Now, this was a crazy finish right here. Crazy ass layup. The right amount of English on it. Jimmy Butler type shot. Good shot. Wide open. See, they made a little run in this third quarter, and I was thinking to myself, like, oh no, here we go. We're about to collapse. But they had Jimmy Butler on the bench. This was a crazy shot by Tyler. Tyler's starting to get really outrageous with these floaters. Yes, more Rooks. How could you not like Rooks? Like, if you don't think this woman is attractive, you might be gay. I'm not gonna lie to you. You might like men, because there's no way you don't think Tyler Rooks Rooks looks great. Like, she's fine. Eric Spoelstra's trying not to cheese. He's trying to keep it serious. I couldn't be an NBA player. I'd be flirting the entire time. Up by 19 for a quarter. Jimmy Butler still in. Boy, his shot is so slow. Everything about slow-mo is slow. Oh, man, he really earned that nickname, slow-mo. His passing ain't slow, though. Tell you, Bam out here turned into a prime Chris Bosh. Very easy night for Miami, man. That 10-game losing streak shouldn't have happened, but now that it's happened, we're at the point where we're like, we won this game. I see people talking about a pointless win. Hey, man, a win is a win, man. Ain't nothing pointless about this win. Oh, I thought Davion was about to dunk that. Nice pass. Nice pass, Mitchell. See, it's nice to have a point guard that just does what he's supposed to do. Great for others. Terry Rozier, when he was out there, I don't know what he was doing. He was clearly point shaving sometimes. Look at that. And he hits the three. Terry Rozier would have bricked that. It's nice to win this game because this game was on TNT. See, Eric Spoelstra and Golden State coach Kerr, they're actually pretty good friends. You know, they coach Team USA together, so very friendly. All right, so now to the advanced box score. So Draymond Green, no surprise. 23 minutes, 1 for 4, 0 for 3 from 3. You know, he got that backpack shot, man. Golden State fans, y'all, if y'all lose Stephen Curry or Jimmy Butler, man, y'all out in the first round, man. You know, you're going to need both of them to be healthy, and you're going to need Draymond to do, you got to do more than 2 points, bro. This is horrible, man. You know, having Jimmy Butler definitely gives y'all a false hope because y'all get to the playoffs and he don't turn into playoff Jimmy, y'all are out in maybe 5 games. And then you got Jimmy for 2 more years. Oh, boy. Oh, brother. I don't know. He's going to be another year older after that, too. So that playoff Jimmy stuff might not be a thing because of age. Gary Payton Jr. was, I guess he was in there to lock up Tyler Hero, but Tyler Hero scored 20, so mission failed. Worst player on the team was Moses Booty. Like, I mean, 0 for 9 from 3. Oh, my God. That's the game right there. Look at y'all 3-point. Nobody could hit threes. You know, Brendan 2 for 6. But yeah, the Warriors were terrible. They're clearly missing Stephen Curry. They really need Curry because without Curry, that team just isn't the same team. What's crazy is I don't know who they play next, but they'll probably play somebody else next and beat that team. And then I'm gonna feel even better about this Heat team, even though, you know, we should, like some fans saying, we should be focusing on tanking, but you know, I always knew the Miami Heat would start winning games at the wrong time, and the wrong time might be now. They might go 9 for 1, you know, the last 10. Like, it wouldn't shock me. But yeah, Andrew Wiggins, solid game. Plus minus ain't really too crazy, but you got 2 steals, 3 blocks, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, 10 points. Better than Jimmy's 11 points, 1 steal, 2 assists, 6 rebounds. Like, yeah, you could pretty much say that see the negative 19 plus minus, which, you know, it's gonna happen when you lose, but yeah, Wiggins won the game. I think we won that trade. Like, no, low key, we got rid of a disgruntled player. He's gone to a team. Everybody won in that situation. There's no losers in that trade, but we definitely got the better end of that trade. We're paying Wiggins, I think, $30 million a year. They're paying Jimmy 50 plus a year for worse stats. That's insane. And we have one of the players of the night, Bam, in my opinion. Bam he started early. He had 13 in the first half. I mean, 9 for 18 from the field, 2 for 3 from 3, 7 for 9 from the line. You got 8 rebounds from him. I want to see that double-double, Bam. Stop playing with me. But he got a steal, a block, and assist. So, very good game. I guess Tyler had the best plus minus here. 7 of 10 from the field. 4 for 4 from 3. It's nice for the 3-point shooting contest champion. So, you know, 20 points. But yeah, we got the win, man. So we ain't really focusing on Tyler Hero's points this game. Alec Burke was a pleasant surprise. I wonder if he's going to stay in the starting lineup because, like I said, Alec Burke is dangerous. You cannot let this man catch on fire. He went 6 for 8. Alec, like I said, top player that goes 6 for 8 or 1 for 7 or 1 for like 9 or something like that. But this is the game he went 6 for 8 and he made a big difference. But 5 for 7 from 3. This dude is a sniper. Like, he might have to stay in the starting lineup actually. And Weir had a pretty good night, 7 for 11 from the field, 0 for 1 from 3. But yep, 10 rebounds, 1 block, and that block was on Jimmy. And then we got Highsmith with one of the highest plus minuses, and that's because he does other things besides score. You know, we see this 0 right here, and we're like, ugh, brother, no. But he's got 1 steal, he's got 3 assists, he's got, 6 rebounds, he's playing defense. He's not really taking too many shots from anybody. He passed up a shot because the defense rotated. It was a good pass. It created an assist for him. And then Slow-Mo, as much as I don't like Slow-Mo's game, it's not Kyle Anderson the person I don't like. I don't know. I'm just not feeling his game. Even when I play with the Heat on 2K, I'm just like, God damn it, man. I feel like I got to wait a lifetime to get this dude shot off. So 3 for 3 from the field, 1 for 1 from 3. He had a pretty good night. 2 steals, 3 assists. 3 rebounds, 7 total points. We'll take it, plus 24, plus minus. Pretty good night. Davion, plus 14. Got 12 points from him, 7 assists. He is just doing his job. I don't know why Terry Rozier couldn't figure this out. But then again, Terry Rozier to me has always been a scoring point guard. He's not a point guard that can play make. But Davion can play make, and Davion plays defense. Davion deserves to get 30 plus minutes per night. So whether he's starting or not, he deserves to get over 30. That man be playing some defense, and he's shooting pretty well from the field. 5 for 8 from the field, 2 for 2 from 3. But I know a lot of people are saying that we should tank, but let's take a look at the next few games that are coming up. All right, so we got the Grizzlies coming up. That's going to be a tough matchup. So we only got 1, 2. Oh shit! I skipped the Celtics and the Wizards. Damn. Well, these 2 games right here 3 should be a win. So we play the Hawks. So you got 1 win, possibly 2 wins, 3 wins. The Celtics are always going to be hard for us to beat, but if we are on a roll and we won the last 1, 2, 3, 4 games and 5 versus we as long as we string through these games right here, we could possibly beat the Celtics. But realistically, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 definite wins on this schedule because the Bulls have been playing pretty well. The Bucks are dealing with injuries, but they're still a good team, and the Grizzlies are good. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 potential losses on this next set of games. Now, mind you, if that's 4 losses, how many teams we got left to play? We got, let's see, we got 10 games exactly. So we could end up going 6 for 4 in these last 10 games. And, that's just me being a little bit safe here because I think the Bucks are missing Dame. Dame's dealing with blood clots, so they don't have Dame. So we have a good chance to beat the Bucks. I mean, they just lost to Phoenix. So why can't we beat the Bucks? They literally just lost to Phoenix. The Celtics are, they probably going to go back to the finals again. They're looking really nice. I don't really trust the Cavaliers like that. It might be Cavaliers versus Celtics depending on the bracket. But yeah, in the Eastern Conference Finals. But yeah, we might go 6-4 in the last 10 here. But Heat fans, tell me what y'all want to do. Because you can't lose to certain teams, right? Like, I don't see us losing to the Wizards, Pelicans, Sixers. I mean, the Hawks can beat us. They've beat us before, but they realistically should not beat us, even though they're in front of us. We should be able to beat this team after just beating the Hornets and the Warriors. Granted that the Warriors were a little bit, limping without Steph Curry. They're not the same Warriors, but you could see a situation where you just kind of win these next 2 games. But I think people are going to be upset about that because that affects your draft position. So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think.